I recently went to Iceland and I was staying in this little village, like a fishing village, about 500 people. And wherever you are in that village, pretty much, there's just this mountain. I can't remember what it was called, but just this huge fucking mountain. And you kind of knew you were going to climb that mountain because there was really nothing to do in this village. And I'm not someone that climbs mountains, but I was just like, it's going to happen. I know it's going to happen. I was putting it off. And this Australian musician came there and he played. And you know, this guy is not a mountain climber either. Like, he's wearing winkle pickers and just fucking drunk as shit the whole time. But he's like, you know, we're going to have to go up that mountain. And so I was like, all right, I guess we're going to do it. So it was me and him and then this American woman who looked like she probably did climb mountains sometimes. And so we set off, and the people that we asked were like, oh, what's the best way to get up the mountain? They're like, well, there's two ways. There's the hard way and the easy way. If you want to go the easy way, you got to fucking walk up to see the elf house. Because people in Iceland believe in elves and trolls, like educated, and mad people believe in elves. But anyway, so like you walk, you see the elf house, and then you take a right, and then you'll see the path, and it's not too bad, and you'll get up in about an hour. And so we're like, okay. So we start walking, and I'm saying to Ben, like, so what's an elf house? He's like, I don't fucking know. I thought you would know. You've been here for a month. But I was like, I don't know what an elf house is. So we walk, and then there's a sort of little structure. And I was like, I guess that's it. So we take a left, and we start walking, and we're walking and walking, and the mountain's getting steeper, and it's just turning into gravel and ice. And I'm like, this doesn't seem like what I would call an easy way to get up this mountain. And so we walk, and it took us like, it just got steeper and steeper, and we realized we'd obviously gone the wrong way. Like, I don't even think we went the hard way. I think we were just actually just walking straight up a fucking mountain. It wasn't even like a designated path or anything. And so, yeah, Ben's wearing like winkle pickers, and he's like lying on the ground and crying, and I've just like fucking hurt my foot and just delirious. And it took us, I think it took us 3.5 hours to get up the top, and we get up there, and it was amazing, but it was just like, I thought, you know, that I was going to die at some points in it. And we get up there, and because it's light all the time in Iceland, like when we were there, and we look at the phone, and it was like 8 o'clock or something, and it's like, oh man, the pub's going to close at 11, we've got to get back down. And so we just like fucking start running down this, you know, mountain trying to get to the pub, and it was just, and we're sort of like, okay, we can go this one way, or we can go sort of across this thing of ice. There's this sort of bit of ice, and I'm like, and your footprints in it. So I was like, oh, you can walk across. And as soon as I step on it, just like slides straight down. And then Ben's like, oh, you have to be careful. He steps on it, the same thing happens. It's just like, and we got electric shocks from this fence and attacked by these birds. But we made it to the pub in the end. And I think in total it took us like 7 hours up and down the mountain, when it should have taken like 2, I think. And we get to the pub, and we're just like fucking covered in dirt, and like I'm limping, and Ben's just delirious, and we get a beer from the 18-year-old girl who works at the pub, and we're like, man, we climbed the mountain. It was crazy. It took us all this time. She's like, yeah, I've been up there like 5 times. And like, we're like, yeah, but it took like 7 hours. She's like, it shouldn't have taken you 7 hours. And just like looked at us like we're just fucked. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was my mountain climbing experience.